built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah, no time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah, refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. It's going to be a great episode today, y'all. And we had a great game yesterday. Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Nuggets will roll up in Miami. We got a lot to talk about that game. But before we do that, I got 2 of my brothers with me. 2 out of 5. 2 out of 4. Sorry, y'all. 2 out of 4. Jamo and Vaughn. What's good, fellas?
What it do, man?
What it do?
Always blessed to be here. Appreciate you. Y'all like the video?
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, bro. Let's have a bro show. You hear me?
Let's get it. All right, y'all. So look, before we talk about this game from yesterday, make sure, first of all, we are streaming this on 3 platforms: YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Make sure y'all go on all 3 platforms, like all the videos, subscribe and follow all the videos, and share all 3 of them on all 3 platforms. And make sure y'all use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. The comments actually make the show, y'all, believe it or not. All right. And then look, if you're on Instagram, we have these IG chats. All right. We have an IG chat for almost every sport. As you can see, the logos on the bottom. We have NBA/WNBA, NFL. We have MLB. Shout out to Teddy. NCAA football, NCAA basketball, and women's college basketball. Right. We also have boxing, UFC, basically combat sports all in one in the chat. So in those chats, y'all, we give out breaking news on trades, free agency news, any on the field and court issues, off the field and court issues, or ring. So all the news you get from Bleacher Report, ESPN, the scores, all that stuff, you get it first there. Plus, we do a lot of debating. A lot of the topics you hear on the show come through the chats. I mean, it's very entertaining. If you love sports, it's a place you can go to. How I look at the chats is this: imagine you in a hotel, and each room there's a different sport of people in there going back and forth. Right? Whatever sport you want to talk about, you just walk into the room, boom, you got people talk. Somebody got a conversation sparked up in there. All right. So, Jamo, I know you've been in the chat. Let's talk to the people of your experience in these chats.
Okay. If I can choose my words correctly. The chat is lit. The chat is lit. Let me tell you something. The NBA chat, especially right now, is going crazy with all types of debates. We ended up comparing Jokic and Tim Duncan. Like, where did that come from? And then, just when you think it's all about NBA, here come the football chat. What a little bit of free agency news or trade rumors, or even baby showers, whatever you want to send about your team. Shout out to Kevo. There's always a topic going on in these chats. Then we got the baseball chat. Shout out to baseball with Teddy. And the college chat still be going off sometimes because we got up and coming stars coming through the G League, the overtime elite thing, and all that. So every chat is getting some burn right now. And also WNBA is getting mentioned low key too. So every now and then some WNBA stuff is coming through that chat. So it's not just all about NBA.
Mm-hmm.
But the NBA is hot right now. So the NBA chat is the most lit. But the Refuse to Lose chat is the official chat. It's where everybody who has been on the show. So if you want to get in that chat, you gotta get on one of these episodes. And if you haven't been on one, it's your first time, you're gonna see how we get down.
Let's get it, man. And then look, the door's open for anybody to come on here. The great thing about this show is that if you have, we all have opinions. We all watch different shows on TV, and then you always probably tell yourself, "Man, I would have said this. I would have said that." Well, Refuse to Lose is a platform for you to say that and say this. All right. So, like Jamo said, if you actually come on the show, we'll throw you in the Refuse to Lose chat, and it opened up doors too because, like, end of the day, it's a network. We are looking for more outlets to talk about different sports and stuff like that. Hey, Teddy got into the Refuse to Lose chat. Now he's running the whole baseball operation and Refuse to Lose with BWT. And speaking of BWT, all baseball content, all of it. If you're a baseball fan, if you're a diehard fan, casual fan, hey, you just want to learn the sport, check out BWT, The Refuse to Lose. Shout out to Vaughn. Vaughn was on the last episode he had as far as a guest. He was on there being interviewed by Teddy, also interviewing Teddy. That was an awesome episode. Make sure y'all go check that out. But we got a special one being recorded tonight with Teddy, Jovan, and Dave. That's going to be recorded tonight, but it'll be put out tomorrow morning. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that because the Yankees and the Red Sox are about to kick off a series. And these are Yankees and Red Sox fans. So this is probably the biggest rivalry in all sports, y'all, to tell you the truth. So make sure y'all tune into that episode once again. Shout out to Teddy, Baseball with Teddy, BWT. All your content goes through there as far as baseball. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. So like I said, Game 3 was last night in Miami. First game, first finals since LeBron since 2000. What was that 2012? 2014.
14.
2014. The first time NBA Finals was held in Miami because last time they were in the bubble. So
Yep.
the crowd was crazy, but Jokic and Murray came in there, did damage, and they stole back home court advantage by beating them handily, really. All right. So, Jamo, I'm gonna kick you off with this one. Just give me your feedback, your reaction to the Nuggets beating them in Game 3.
Okay. My reaction, honestly, is kind of simple. To be honest with you, the Nuggets, I think, are a better team with the best player or better players, and they when they are playing, when they are themselves, when they're playing good basketball, I don't think that Miami has the personnel to beat them when they're playing the good basketball. Miami has to, I guess, make they have to neutralize something. I don't think without neutralizing either Jokic or Murray, they have the talent on their team to compete at a high level with a team like Denver. If Denver has to be off their game for Miami to beat them. If they both play great, Denver's going to win every time. If you ask me, uh, Jamal Murray and Jokic, man, they too much. Uh, they Jamal Murray's an elite shot maker. Shout out to Javon for his top five, not so average top five. Jamal Murray and Jokic looking like a clear 1 and 2 so far. And man, Jamal Murray was trying to chop them dudes' heads off. If my it's part of my words, but yeah, he was going crazy. Joe, can you give me that first clip, please?
Oh, I got clips.
This is when I knew that Jamal Murray was going to do what he had to do to win this game. Right here, over Bam, over the center. Look at the crowd. Now, if you watch that whole play, the clip doesn't show the entire 24 seconds, but Miami was rotating and playing great defense the entire 24 or
Yep.
22 seconds. So those last 2 seconds, Jamal Murray got the ball, shot the three anyway, and it's like nothing you can do. This one I knew Jamal Murray was on a mission right here. Like Jamal Murray and Jokic right now, this duo is looking crazy. Can I get the second clip? I want back to back. Let me get the second clip, Joe. Now this clip right here, this is Jokic in his prime. Swing through. Let's run it back. Jokic in his prime right here. Watch this swing through. Fillet. Look at that. That wasn't a floater. That was a finish with the fillet. Jokic is he's looking like I heard in some basketball circles he's looking like the most skilled big man on offense in NBA history. I know it's all too early and everything, but he can shoot from anywhere. He's making shots from 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet, 25 feet, 2 feet, and they're swishes, and some of them, if they're not swishes, they still have chances to go in because of his soft touch and his rotation on the ball. He's very skilled right now in the NBA. So I think that's my reaction to game 2 or game 3, excuse me.
All right, Ron.
My reaction is, hold on, before I say my reaction, it took you that long to know Murray's on a mission. I knew he was on a mission. He hit his first 3 buckets. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. But my reaction is Jokic and Murray just might be the best duo ever.
Bruh.
Guard
Bruh.
and center. I know guys gonna say Kobe Bryant and Shaq. Let me dive into that for a second. See, Kobe and Shaq were more dominant. Yes, I'm gonna give them that hands down. I mean, you had the most dominant player in the league, and the most dominant player of all time on the court, which is Shaq. They had a monster in Kobe. I mean, that's just over the top. It's just relentless. It's like it's that type of thing. With Jokic and Murray, though, their chemistry, the way they can dissect a defense, the way that I mean, their pick and roll game is out of this world. And the crazy part about it is either one of them can run the pick and roll. Murray sets picks for Jokic, and Jokic be setting picks for Murray. It's ridiculous. So I really think that last game showed us that those two dudes are just too much for the Heat. It's not even the whole team. It's them two, really. Like, Aaron Gordon, he do what he do. That's my guy. Michael Porter Jr., he's there sometimes. But, okay, let me comment on Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
It's not off one series, Blaze. It's off of how they play. If you listen to what I'm saying, I'm talking about the chemistry they have. I'm not sure if you watch the games or if you watch some of the games. And you're talking, see, that's why I said they're more dominant. They're the most dominant duo.
Read the comment so the viewers or the listeners can know what he's saying.
Okay. Well, can you put the first one was, you're going to say they're the best duo off one series. Yes, and it's not off one series. I've been watching these guys play for a while now. And if you hear what I'm saying, I'm talking about not them winning rings and all this. I'm talking about how they play, how they impact the game. I'm speaking on how you got a scheme for these guys. Like, these guys play, their chemistry is way better than Shaq and Kobe's chemistry. If you ask me, they like each other. Kobe and Shaq didn't even like each other. So let me not talk Blaze no more. Back to what I was saying. The Heat, I feel like, oh Lord, Cash. The Heat, I feel like Jamo said, they don't have enough. The Heat don't have enough. The first game that they won, they played. The reason why they won because they had that surge in the fourth. So my reaction is Jokic and Murray just might be the best duo, guard and center ever, if you ask me.
So yeah, I get what you. I think Javon. I get you, Javon. You saying basically they'll play off each other as the best.
Yes.
They'll play off each other. You know, like
Yes.
so. Yo, this is historic stuff we're watching. So I hope everybody is appreciate what's going on right now. But I think what happened yesterday was that we know Eric Spoelstra made adjustments. They decided not to double Jokic and others, so they did right. And I felt like Jamal Murray wasn't as aggressive in game 2 like he was in game 3. Like Javon, you said, like he scored. I think he scored the first 3 buckets, like you said. Yeah. So Jokic had 18 in that first quarter, but like I think Mike Malone went to them too, because you said it, Von, like it wasn't a team effort. I mean, obviously every game is a team effort, but they took over the game from start to finish. And I think Mike Malone went to them and said, y'all the best 2 players in this series, and y'all basketball people, we learned this, playing for teams. The pick and roll, if you run it the right way, is undefeated. Facts. You cannot stop the pick and roll if you do it the right way. Even if they know, I remember Coach K telling me, even if you call it, they know it's coming. If you run it the right way, it's unstoppable. And Jamal Murray and Jokic runs the pick and roll to perfection with the manipulation. And the pick and roll is all about manipulating the defenders, whoever the ball handler is. And that in yesterday's game, Miami tried a million ways to try to stop it, and they worked it at perfection. And then the one time they did a perfect job. Jamal Murray hits that shot Jay want to talk about. Like,
Yep.
let's go back to that, like this one right here. If you watch it, they double Murray. Oh, damn, I gotta rewind it. They double Murray, right? And Bam size causing problems, obviously, right? And then is it breaking up on y'all end too?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is. All right, all right. Let's wait till Jamal Murray. So
Here it is.
Bam doubles, and that try was good. They blitzed him, and then when they threw the Jokic, they quickly doubled him. Jimmy Butler quickly recovers to the backdoor cutter, and Jamal Murray just hit a tough shot. And it's like right there, it's like, dang, like even though we played it perfectly, like Javon said, the reason why he got Murray over Jimmy Butler because of his shot making ability. And
Yes.
that's the thing, it's a difference because now I'm with you, Kevo. Kevo said Malone and Stockton. What Javon is saying is kind of similar to that. They had great chemistry as a duo. Like most of John Stockton assists came from Malone. But it's
Yeah.
not the other way around though. Like Jokic and Murray. Like
Exactly.
like Murray sets the pick also, and Jokic could be the ball handler. Like it's ridiculous. And I don't think we're living in the moment, Blaze. It's just that I mean, have you ever seen a duo get a 30-point triple double in the same game in the NBA Finals? Because and most of their points were off each other, and assists were off each other. That's the difference. And lastly, the defensively, I thought what they switched up was remember yesterday we said that they weren't communicating right, and a lot of times they were wide open threes and all that stuff. But you like what they did this time, they didn't switch at all. So if Jokic would show, and then they would actually chase the defender off the screen. And if they got a switch, they communicated like, "Hey, you got him," and then they'll switch. It was like perfect defense. Not the first half. I thought Jokic did a terrible job in the first half in the pick and roll, but the second half
Yeah.
he picked it up. But once they defense picked it up, it was over. Like Jamo said, the only way Miami's gonna win is if Denver don't show up. And they didn't show up game two defensively. So they are Miami for discipline and chemistry, but with Jokic and Murray.
I mean, they got the best. They got the two best skill players by a mile. And then when you look at um, the hustle plays, they got Murray. I mean, they got Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon. So many times those loose basketballs, they longer, they more athletic, they bigger. So it's just an all out advantage. Sometimes, man, it could just look like total dominance for real, like outside the skill because they just have bigger players.
Yeah. And we're not living in the moment. We just acknowledge things. I mean, they're the first duo to have a 30-point triple double. Like, I feel like this comment, all I'm saying is want to see them sustain it. You're talking about greatness. No, I didn't say they was the greatest. I said they was the best. And Joe even elaborated more as far as how they play off each other. So that's the key there. It's their chemistry. It's like Miami get them, then they think they got them, then they pull out something at the last second. So I think Miami's done, man. I mean, I wish I had my clip. You're done, son. You know, Tomo voice, but I think, like
Stop
I
the
said,
cap.
Jokic is gonna stamp his greatness, and he's not doing nothing but that.
You're done, son.
And
Stop the
Yeah.
cap.
This
I
is
think
Dave.
it separates
Dave
as
doing
far as
the
the
job, by the way.
that's Dave.
That's me
I
doing the
think
dance, so that's not doing the stop the count.
I think what separates the duo thing, like when you think about other great guard and big combinations, is the passing from Jokic because like I don't see another big man duo, a big man guard duo where the big man is averaging 5 or 6 assists per game to that guard. So
To
I
that
think
guard.
yeah to that guard, not just in the game, like to that guard. So I think yeah, I mean it's a great basketball analysis.
Yeah, if you look at like Shaq and Kobe, right? Shaq, a lot of his domination, back to the basket. I'm gonna just dominate you one on one. A lot of Kobe domination was isolation. I'm gonna dominate you one on one. It wasn't what Murray. I don't think Von is not saying Okay, you said best, but I think you're talking about the chemistry between those
Fact,
two. That's what
fact.
he's talking about, the chemistry. Obviously, Kobe and Shaq is a better duo because
Of
they won
course.
more, all
Yeah,
that stuff,
as
and
far as playing off of each other.
they're harder to defend because you can't guard any one of them one on one, and you couldn't double shot, he's still gonna elbow you and dunk it. But
Right.
Murray and Jokic, they like together, you can't stop. You can't stop it. I'm sorry. Like it's hard to it's hard to play defense on that when you're running
Yeah.
a pick and roll because Murray is showing everybody in this world that he's also a great passer. So and we looked at Murray as a shot maker, but not as a facilitator at all. But he's been getting 10 assist games throughout these whole playoffs. In the Lakers series, he was getting 10 assist games. So now I think he's averaging 10 assists in series. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's averaging 10 assists. So this is greatness we're watching, man.
Yeah.
This is great.
Man,
All right.
let me say this real quick, Joe. Before the playoffs started, I'm not no Denver Nuggets fan. I don't know. Don't think of none of that. I'm just saying, before the playoffs started, I said I don't know why everybody acting like Jokic doesn't have a second star when push comes to shove. Jamal Murray is legit in the playoffs. I said if Jamal Murray was to play a team that had Kyrie Irving as the second best player, don't be
You can
surprised if
match him.
Murray outplays him or matches him. Like, don't be surprised at all. Like, don't say Kyrie choked and all that. Give Murray his credit. Murray is a hooper.
He was probably the best player in the bubble with Denver. He's hooping.
Yeah, no, he was. He was.
That's a problem. A lot of people don't watch everybody. They just watch either their team, their favorite player, and they see this now. It's like he just started doing this. No, go watch some highlights. This is how he been playing. Murray
Mm-hmm.
is a guard that has decent size, long arms, and he's pretty athletic. So he got big hands. He can palm the ball. You see him dunking off the vert like a big man. So he coming. And I'm gonna say one more thing about Murray. People keep throwing Devin Booker up there. Murray needs to be right beside him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm. And yeah, and I understand why people the Murray because the bubble. A lot of people got questions about the bubble performances, and because he like him and Don Mitchell was getting 50-point games back that like they was looking like Vince Carter and Allowance in the playoffs. So like and then after that he got hurt, and then this year alone he didn't have like a great regular season, kind of like Jimmy Butler, but he was also hurt. So I
Yep.
think people more were like, I gotta see it again. You know, that's what people like. But if you watch the Minnesota series, he averaged 27 in the Minnesota series. It didn't turn around against Phoenix, and he had like two okay games. But I think when they played the Lakers, it kind of everybody watched the Lakers. So when they played the Lakers, it was kind of like, oh, I didn't know Murray was doing this. Oh, ain't
Right.
Jokic.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gary Harris, that's his name. What the world talking
We
about?
trying to get him out of there.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So look, now let's shift to Miami. We focus a lot on the Nuggets just now, and let's talk about Miami. So we know playoffs are about adjustments, and whenever you watching the playoffs and somebody loses 2 games in a row, that's normally coaching, right? You would say in the playoff because it's a coach's job to counter what happened in the previous game. So what are some adjustments Miami needs to make to put themselves? Because like your aunt said, like, it is not good enough to me. But what adjustments they have to make to put themselves in position to win Game 4? And Vaughn, you kick us off.
I mean, I got an interesting stat for y'all, man. And I didn't even realize this. Like when I watched the Heat, I know they led by the three, died by the three. Like that's him. That's what they do. They like us in '09, the playoffs. The one game we beat the Lakers and we hit the record threes for a team in the finals.
Mm.
And what the Heat do? They went off for three. Do you know last game, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Gabe Vincent. Those are the only 3 people that shot free throws for the Heat last game. Literally 3 people on your whole team shot free throws. They gotta attack the basketball, man. What's the thing about Jokic everybody says weakness is? It ain't offense. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Look at this. You saw the pump fake, swipe through, finger roll, fillet. You know what I'm saying? He got it all. He got the Dirk fadeaway defense. Get him in a pick and roll and attack him. That's what you have to do. When it's a guy like what they say about Steph Curry or a guy like KD, you ain't gonna stop him. You gotta make him work on the other end though. Make him work on them boards. So I feel like the Heat, Jimmy Butler, Caleb Martin, Bam Adebayo, go at this guy. Stop shooting so many threes because you're not gonna win a rebounding battle. You just not. They bigger than you. So you shooting these long threes, they gonna get the ball 9 times out of 10. The Heat win by scrapping. They need to step up their defensive intensity. And they also on the I feel like on the pick and roll, they gotta make somebody else beat them. Like, I mean, you gotta leave a guy open, hey, beat me. Y'all two though, y'all not gonna beat me. But I think the main thing is really for them to attack Jokic on defense more. And even Jamal Murray, because I saw him, they'll set a pick on him, but Jimmy, he told me go and I got him. And if I'm Jimmy, I'm taking that offense. I'm taking offense to that, and I'm dogging him, and he doesn't do it. So I feel like the main thing that he need to do is take it to the Nuggets. Shooting all them threes not gonna win it for y'all because y'all show that y'all go hot, y'all go cold. So I feel like if they attack the basket more, attack Jokic more, even Jamal Murray when he get the switches on Jimmy Butler. I think that's what they need to do. Slow the pace down the game a little bit because when Denver running, it's a wrap. They have more players that can do more on their team. They got guys that can attack the rim and hit threes. The Heat got more three-point shooters and smaller guys. So I feel like if they attack Jokic more on the pick and roll, that'll help him out because it'll slow him down on the offensive end. And if they slow Jokic down the offensive end, you slowing the Nuggets down.
I'm with you. Yeah, you said a lot of things I was gonna say. So, like you said, attack don't offensively attack Jokic in the pick and roll and Jamal Murray. Not in the pick and roll, but create the mismatch with. All right, let's start here. Jimmy Butler. All right, Jimmy Butler. Dave, you said he was the best player in the playoffs leading up to the series. All right, you said in the series he's the second best player in the finals. Jimmy Butler needs to step it up because obviously they're outmatched. If you got two players scoring 30-point triple doubles and you didn't even get 30, how y'all supposed to win? Like it's not gonna happen. So just like Jokic and Murray did, they took initiative and took over the game. I need Jimmy Butler to do the same thing. So Jimmy Butler need to attack Jokic in the pick and roll, create the mismatch, or not just Jokic, Murray, create the mismatch and attack. Also, I think with Murray, they need to continue blitzing him on the pick and roll. Right? Get the ball out of Murray's hands. You don't want him to manipulate. You want him to get it out of his hands. And if he give it to Jokic, bam, I need you to stay on your feet. All right? I know that Jokic can hit the mid-range. I know Jokic is very incredible in every skill offensively. But Jokic is better when he pumps and gets you in the air and go to the basket. Because not only that, when he goes to the basket, guess what? Because you jump, somebody else is open, and somebody is already open because y'all blitz Murray. And guess what? Jokic got so many options to do. He can either go up because he's bigger than everybody and get that little floater, or he can dump it off to right or left. So I need Bam to stay on his feet. Give Jokic a jump shot. Jokic's not going to go 10 for 10 all game from jump shots. You're going to miss some, right? So I need him to do that, so, right? And that's about it for real. All right, that's all I got. And then when it comes to three-point shot, I think they need to shoot the three when it's open because they are not the better team. So they're gonna have to hit threes to beat. Unless Jimmy Butler go for 58 like he did against the Bucks, they're gonna have to continue to hit the three because the Nuggets and all, like you said, let somebody else help them beat them. Let somebody else beat them. The Nuggets hasn't been shooting the three consistently. Michael Porter Jr. was 1 for 7 yesterday. Offensively, he's not even here right now. You know, so and Eric Gordon can't shoot. Like my thing is, you know, in the pick and roll, Eric Gordon is going to dive to the basket. He's not going to set the 3-point line. So, and don't gamble. Like Jimmy Butler, he's known, which is a good thing. He gambles a lot on defense on the passing lanes. You can't do that with the Nuggets. I'm sorry. You got to be more disciplined. So those are the things I think they have to do. But they're going to have to, if the Nuggets are on, Jimmy Butler's going to have to elevate his game to a different level to superstardom. right? And Gabe Vincent don't have to. I think he should run a pick and roll also. I think Gabe Vincent does an awesome job with Bam and pick and roll. And lastly, like you
Yeah.
said, Bam, he has to attack Jokic. And if that midi is open, shoot the midi. Go ahead, Jamo.
Yeah, man. I think Bam is. I don't know how many shots he took last game, but they need to double it. Bam
Yeah.
need to go at Jokic. Like it's so many times I watch Bam catch the ball, look to the right, look to the left. Okay, let me shoot it there. Ain't nobody gonna cut. You should shoot it first. You should shoot it first. I defensively, I don't know. If the Nuggets are on their game, I don't know what adjustment they can make. They can try to be more physical with Jamal Murray. They they can try to be more physical with Jokic. They can rotate as well as they can on the shooters, but it's looking like Jamal Murray is an elite shot maker. So like they have the best player, and then they have a guy just in case our best player isn't doing good that they can fall back on. They're just a better team, man. And this is a total 180 turn for the Heat because they're coming off a highly undisciplined team with the
Mm-hmm.
Celtics, and they went 7 games. And now they coming strolling up in Denver, and they're playing a team that's disciplined, that know who they are. Everyone knows what they have to do. If we're gonna win a game, this is what has to happen. They 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 know. So they I just think Denver's just a better team. And shout out to Christian Braun. My
Yes.
man Christian Braun came in there playing great minutes. He got that
Yeah.
dunk. He got that. I'm so mad when he got the and one, not the and one, but he got the bucket on Jimmy. I'm so mad he fell because he couldn't celebrate like he wanted to. He had to hurry up and get back on defense. But but yeah, man, I if the Denver Nuggets are playing their game, I honestly do not know what adjustment that he can make. Michael Porter Jr. is taller than everybody on their roster, and he's a small forward.
Yeah, these two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. It was one play where Jokic got it on a pick and roll where they switched Vincent on him, and he had Jokic was almost by the 3 point line. He took one dribble, Vincent cut him off, and he just shot the floater right over him, right
Right
by the
over.
free throw line. I'm like, they're just a better team, man. Javon, you said it. Jokic is going to stamp his greatness. Jamal Murray making it very hard for you to say Jokic without saying Murray. Like
Yeah.
it's almost you got to say Jokic and Murray. You know, only thing stopping is that Jokic got these MVPs and everything. But if we just take it to the playoffs only, it's Jokic and Murray right now, man. Murray is doing his thing.
And I need Duncan Robinson to probably get more minutes than Struz because
Mm.
I don't know what Struz doing. And by the way, Bam took also Butler took he was 11 for 24. Bam was 7 for 21. So together, and then Jokic and so together, they actually took more shots together than Jokic
Mm.
and Jamal Murray. They took more shots together. Like Jokic and Jamal Murray took 43 shots, while they together took 40. Was that 45 shots?
That's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. So and Bam at 28 and 22. Bam had 17 rebounds, but outside of Bam, they got out rebound about 25. By the way,
Yes, yes. I mean,
That's
how you
another.
gonna score
Yeah.
without the ball?
But why are they getting on rebounding? Because
they
they
just
shot. Because
yeah.
the Nuggets shot 18 threes and they shot 35 threes. That's almost twice as many. That's literally twice as many minus one. That's what's the thing. You don't shoot. You shoot a three. Most likely it's gonna be a long rebound or a big rebound, and they off and running. So I don't think they should stop shooting the three. I think they should stop settling so much for the three.
Yeah,
Like Gabe Vince, I like Gabe Vince. I think he's a decent player, but the fact that they settle for threes too much, even Max Strus. I was talking about him last year, remember? But the dude, they all settle for threes so much, it's bad. Like I don't know what Caleb Martin been. He had 10 points yesterday, but he scored 8 points straight.
Yeah, exactly.
And then so I don't know what he was doing for real. And two of them threes was wide open. So their best bet really is being a more physical, scrappy team out there because they're not the more skilled team. And I can attest to that because most times when I play down Watts or the Goodman, I don't have the most skilled team, but everybody knows what we gonna do, and that's scrap, and that's how we win
scrap.
our games. Scrap, play D, and you take it to them.
See, so I'm looking at this right. So So Denver took Denver took 30 48 shots in the paint, right? And Miami, hold on, am I tripping? Okay, all right. My math is off right now. All right, 30 plus, yeah, 48 shots. 30 plus 19 is 48, right? 30 plus 19
49.
is 48. And 30, sorry, 30, 29 plus 19 is 38, right? I mean
Yep.
48. 48, I'm sorry. What was it?
Look
38.
for me.
48, right? Yeah,
That's 48.
whatever. All right, and 23 plus 23 is 48. So they took the same amount of shots in the paint.
Mm.
Miami. The difference is I think Jokic did an awesome job defending in the paint too, keeping his hands busy, and just collectively, Eric Gordon too did a good job too. And I mean, they took the same amount of shots in the paint. Only difference is Jokic and Murray, the pick and roll, they getting easier shots because of the execution on offense. You
Yeah.
know, so I mean, I think I do think they got to shoot the three, man. When you're the worst team and the smaller team, like you look at college, right? A lot of times when there's upsets, they're a smaller team, and every time there's an upset, they win in the 3 point game. That's just how it is. One thing about the 3 point line, it gives you a chance for an underdog to win, unless you're going to execute well defensively. I mean, offensively, but like you said, with Jokic being that bad, he's not a great defender. That's the way they get. I don't know, man. I mean, this is a huge mismatch, man.
The untrained eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's just that you know how sometimes you have those ugly games where you didn't play well at all, but you still win. I don't think Miami can have one of those games against this team. Like it's no time for that. It's like every game has to be for them to win. They gotta be playing crisp, great, and that's a tall task. You know, that's a tall task. We every almost every series, one of the teams gets a win. You know, without playing great. It just you just find ways to win the game. But I don't know how I don't know how like you know how they say hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. But if talent is working hard, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
they're not outworking the Nuggets, I think there's no way they can win this 4 game series
Unless Jimmy Butler elevate.
unless Jimmy Butler is the
He got to
star that
bring
I
that
don't
the
think he
bubble
is.
butler out. Bubble butler final. That's what they need.
Bubble Butler.
Nah,
Him
nah,
See,
leaning over the thing. That's what they need. They need that butler.
hmm
for real. For real.
and what I say, Joe, and Javon, one of those shows, Jimmy, but superstar comes with expectations. Your team needs you.
Yeah.
This is where we expect you to be a superstar. So I mean, yeah, you need a 56 piece, like Giannis.
Man,
You need
Vaughn, you
you
right. Sorry, Jimbo. But
no, you good. I'm done.
hey, it's a playoffs, right? Not just the playoffs, it's an NBA finals. You just played a whole season. You just played 3 series. Spo know him. Spo know them. Mike Malone know them. This is when you said it on in your top five. When the game slows down, I know you, you know me. This when shot making ability means a lot, especially as a
Yep.
guard. Now Jokic is big; he can just shoot over a lot of people and stuff. But people like Butler and Murray, they got to be able to learn. They got to be able to create shots. Jimmy Butler, if he would have sustained his performance against the Lakers in the bubble, they probably would have beat him if he would have sustained his performance. Because whenever he dropped that 40-point triple double, they won. All right. And then when they didn't win, he took a break. Superstars are able to carry their team from game to game. When you look at Jokic and Murray, they literally took over that game. And Jokic had a 32-21-10 game. That's necessary sometimes in the finals. So, Butler, you ain't got a Jamal Murray,
Yeah.
but Jamal Murray also had a 30-point triple double. So, what you going to do, man? The ball is in your court.
Yeah.
They
All right.
they they could they could like Javon said they could try to get to that free throw line too. Like
Mhm.
that can be like they can shoot decent from the three, not terrible but decent, and get to the free throw line and still have a chance. But it's like it doesn't have to be overwhelmingly one or the other. It doesn't have to be 100 free throws or 100 threes. You could find ways to balance it out. But Man, we'll see, man. Supposed to know. Supposed to Nostra.
We gonna see.
Yeah,
That
we
game
are.
2 loss was the worst thing that could happen for Miami. A game 2 loss for the Nuggets. They woke up. They woke up Jamal Murray and Jokic. They woke
Told
up.
you.
Mike Malone said Jamal Murray put the whole game on him. He kept saying it's on me. I'm gonna show up. That's how I knew he was gonna be aggressive because they kept saying that Jamal Murray is putting on him, and he came out aggressive for sure. And y'all think he won't do it in Game 3? They trying to end this in Denver. Talking about
No, for
Game
real.
4, Matt. Game 4. If they
Yeah,
lose Game 4, I got them getting blown out Game 5. Blown out. If they
With
lose
the
Game
Heat.
4, yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nuggets gonna finish the job.
In Denver.
If they
Definitely.
win Game 4, it's a blowout. Not even a close game. Like I can see the blowout.
What they better hope Max Strus hit 4 threes in the first quarter, like game two.
Like I
Next
think
game they gotta come out hitting threes like crazy, or I don't
they
know.
do. I need Gabe Vincent to step up, man. Gabe Vincent played. He shot poorly from the field. Stu shot poorly. We'll see.
Tell them for that three. That's all they want to do, man. That's all he
And
They
do.
got them there.
Shoot threes.
and where's Tyler Hero? You couldn't have scored 9 points. Duncan Robinson
They
had
need
nine
him.
points, man.
Now they really need him.
Gabe Vincent was 2 for 10. You couldn't have did that, Tyler Hero. Talking about you don't want
He
to mess up the chemistry,
he is a shot
man.
creator.
They
Exactly.
need him.
He
They
he
definitely
he
need
is
him.
a they most definitely.
I
And
don't
he can
want
run
to
that.
mess
And he can run that pick and roll.
Hmm.
But we'll see, man. The pressure's on Miami now. They try to play the underdog role all this whole. No, I'm Jimmy Butler. Nah, I don't want an underdog. Star. You guys, you gotta play like a superstar. And you call these dudes they ain't role players. Okay, tell them to start acting like role players then, and play like some starters. We gonna
Yeah.
call it right. So I can't wait. I can't wait till Friday. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So look, make sure if you're still like Jamo said when he first came on here. Can y'all like the video, please? I'm asking. Just like the video. Hit the like button. It's not hard. Just click it. It's not hard. It's too many times. I see. I'm looking. Okay, some people watching. I get on 5 like that. I'm like, dang, 2 people didn't even like it. All right. So just like the video on all 3 platforms: Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. We are streaming on all 3 platforms. We appreciate y'all at the end of the day. Make sure y'all follow and subscribe. By the way, we got 707 subscribers, less than 300 away from 1,000. Already hit 4,000 watch hours, which is required to be monetized. So we almost there. Appreciate everybody that's been involved. Share it, y'all, on all 3 platforms. Get the word out. Get more people watching. All right, this is great content. Appreciate y'all for using the comment section. Y'all always in the comments, man. I mean, without the comments, it wouldn't be a show for real. It'd just be us talking to each other. All right. So we actually talking to y'all too. So we appreciate y'all for using that comment. Heat fans, Jimmy a dog. Well, we gotta see game 4. Game 4.
Hey, chill out, Tomo.
All right. Niggas, man, you would. You know, I keep bringing that thing.
Yeah.
All right. So
Man.
look, we also have these IG chats, y'all. In case you didn't know, all right. We have chats on IG, NBA/WNBA, NFL, baseball, NCAA football and basketball, plus the women's basketball, boxing, any combat sport, all right? So we have chats for each sport separately, and we give out news before any mainstream platforms like far as like Bleacher Report, ESPN. Shout out to those because hey, we still use y'all, right? But we get the news out before they even put it out on your phone. So if you want to get the news first, make sure you tap into these chats. Also, we have debates in there all the time. That's probably the best thing about the chat. The news is all good and all. We're gonna find out anyway about the news. But the best part is the community that's in there. And then it's not just people saying crazy stuff. And when they do, trust me, they might not say nothing else because we're gonna let them have it. But it's real basketball, football, etc. knowledge in these chats. And for anybody that comes on the show, all right, they can be on another chat. It's the Refuse to Lose chat. It's basically a sacred chat for people who's on the show. And that's when we give out, all pros, all NBA. We do voting, power rankings. You get a say in that, basically. Right? You're part of that group. It's like a mastermind group, basically. So Vaughn, I know you've been in those chats. Just talk about your experience in those chats.
Man, them chats is like Jamo said earlier, they lit, man. Any time of the day, it's some action in there. You got all the sports Joe just named. But like that refuse to lose one. Sometimes they get heated in like the NBA chat, and we be like, it's too much for this one. We gotta take it to refuse to lose chat because it's about to get really real. And I love it, man. I love it. Like if you like sports, like talking sports, a lot of your friends don't know what they're talking about because I got people I know I don't like even talking sports well, so I go right to the chat because that's where it's at. And if you got a voice, you want it to be heard, Joe has made this awesome platform for you to come on in the chats and talk sports. You want to come on the show, you can do that as well. I mean, the door is open. So if you want to voice your opinion and debate and just be in the sports world, come in them chats, man. It's gonna be amazing. Trust me.
Don't have Twitter fingers.
Like
Right.
like 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 the common warrior that we saw earlier talking about living in the moment.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for them Westbrook receipts too. I mean,
I mean, we've
I know
been
Dave
waiting,
wait.
waiting.
I know Dave waiting for those receipts.
Hey,
All
look,
right.
you see, 2 comments later, he said, I get that. Yeah, man, we had to break it down. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Like, man, if you want to join the chats, it's at Refuse to Lose Sports on Instagram, or you can comment on one of these videos and let us know your Instagram and tell us what chat you want to be a part of. You could be in multiple chats. You could be in all the chats, except for the Refuse to Lose one. And we'll throw you in the chat, man. It's open to everybody and anybody. And then, listen, man, in these separate chats, if you know somebody, you can throw them in the chat too. Now, we do kick people out, because at the end of the day, it's a sports chat, right? As long as you don't keep take it personal or take it personal, meaning like you take it there, then it's all fun and games, right? But like Javon said, the refuse to lose chat, it can get crazy, it can get heated. As long as you keep it about the sports, don't talk about nobody's mama or none of that stuff, all right? So yeah, all right. Let's get these last words in. So look,
Turn me up, 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 up.
he got to make his presence. Make sure you send that voice over to Miami Heat because they're gonna need it. All right, so look. Javon, no, we got me. By the way, me and Vaughn got a bet for a jersey. All right. Kenny Pickett versus Sam Howell. What we do? We did passing yards, passing TDs, I think.
Yeah,
And what else we do? That was it?
I think it's
It was
just
on
one of the better. Yeah, like passer rating.
pass rating. Yeah, yeah. It's like a
Yeah.
lot of stuff, right? But you in the Review Lose chat, you know about it. But anyways, we got a little bet going on. That's some things we do. I look, they got a jersey coming in tomorrow, Miami Heat jersey. But hey, Dave, I made my decision. I'm gonna need that Jokic jersey. I don't want a King jersey. I want a Jokic one when Miami get wiped on the floor. All right. And the Sacramento, come on, hey Siakam, the water is fine, man. The water is fine, Siakam. The water is
Oh, y'all
fine.
trying to get Siakam?
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
all right though. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. Siakam, my boy. I like that.
That would be tough.
I like that.
All right, Jamo.
Siakam, the water's fine. It's like, look, man. As always, you know what I'm saying. Appreciate you having me on, man. It's always a pleasure. For the reigning NBA analyst for Refuse to Lose family to, you know, come on here and spit some knowledge. Um, Heat, Miami Heat, man. I want to see it. I like basketball. I would like to continue to watch basketball, so I need y'all to win some games. Um, you know what I'm saying? Jimmy Butler, they saying you're a superstar. I want to see it. I want to see it. Caleb Martin, Carl said you can play in this league. I want to see it. Like, I don't care how good the Nuggets are. You here in the finals for a reason. I want to see it. The Nuggets, 4-1. I want to see it.
Go ahead.
I want to see greatness, Jokic and Murray. Keep doing what y'all doing. Two things can be true now. I like basketball. So I'm going to leave it at that. Shout out to Nick Nurse.
Trey Young, Dame Lillard, Bradley Bill, the water fine. Hey, Wimby, the water fine.
Wimby, dang.
Hey, shout out to you, bro, for having me on. Shout out to Refuse to Lose family. Y'all give me life. Y'all give me a reason to spit my knowledge so I can educate you boys. Cause you saw what I just did a live session on here when Blaze said he got it. I had to teach him what when he ain't understand at first. So I really do appreciate it. Hey Joe, I'm a little disappointed in you for making that Kenny Pickett back because you really basing it off of one game.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Oh, no, yeah, at the same time. She won't mess it up.
I was going to do it, but I was like, I might be the only one.
But you're basing your guy off of one game. He had 169 yards against a team that folds. So just know I want George Pickens jersey from you. And let's go Magic, Paulo. Top 5 next year.
Let's get it. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. And we'll see y'all next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.